Okay, welcome back, guys. It's been I wouldn't say it's been too crazy, but it's been sort of weird. The first day of coming back and just being exposed to online classes was pretty weird. Yeah. Do you have anything to say about
I
that?
mean, this isn't like you. It's not even. It's not even like when you think of online classes, you think of like a Coursera type thing, right? This isn't. This is like live streamed slash recorded slash. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know what we call it. There's got to be a better term than just saying online. They got to come up with like a Zoom classes or something, you know?
Just to give context to people, and I forgot to name this. Welcome back to Arboretum Bites. I forgot the title. I'm sorry, but give some more context. So we're two college students. Because of the recent pandemic, many colleges in the U.S. have sort of like become online institutions. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
And by online, I mean the lectures, the exams are done through like online services like Zoom or just recording, like the professors record lectures, and like your quizzes are online, and like most of your curriculum, actually all of your curriculum is online.
Yeah.
That just to give some context and everything. And now, so today's episode is basically going to talk about, our experience with going through. It's only been the first 3 days for us because we're in the quarter system. But we'll still give you as much insight as we have and sort of like what we feel things are gonna like what's going to transpire in the future, and like and what like you should do to be prepared for it in terms of like, preparing for your classes.
I'd say even though it's only been like a few days, I definitely learned a lot because this quarter has been very different than anything I've ever experienced. So I think there's plenty of material in that sense. So like the first tip I'd definitely give is that, I mean, in anything you do, like being organized is important, but I'd say it's like quadruple important with these things because like every class is doing something different. You got to keep track of all that. And you need to know when your classes are, which ones are pre-recorded, so you don't need to actually attend. There is no live session, like it's stuff from like 2018, for example, that they're just relaying for us to use right now, and which ones you have to actually log on to Zoom, and how to keep, like email is now like triple important as well because there's no like face-to-face and with people. So these sort of skills, like you're really getting good practice with them. So definitely, be good with that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And like, just another tip I would give is like you should have like a structured sleep schedule. Like you should be like 10 a.m. like 10 p.m. Sorry, I go to bed, and 7:45 I wake up. Because I feel like I think the first day I didn't like do it, and I don't think I was as productive. But like the last 2 days I've been trying to get up like really early, and it feels like I get more stuff done.
Yeah, I think that's really good. That's a really good advice. That like you sort of keep it. You try to your best so you can like mimic like what it's like to like be actually going to class and having that structure. That like if your class is at 9 a.m. And it is recorded, still like wake up at 9 a.m. And do it. It helps organize the day. Kind of well, and you don't lag behind then, because I describe it like that. This thing is like a procrastinator's dream to start with, and it very quickly can turn into a nightmare if you don't stay on top of things. So
definitely, yeah, I agree. So another tip I would give is like imagine like during I said you should wake up 7:45, but another thing you should do is like imagine you wake up 7:45 and you're like you're on campus. So try to like have that frame of thinking. Like try to avoid anything that like distract you. So like when you're on campus, you probably I try to avoid this when I'm on campus. Like I stop myself from watching YouTube videos and like just trying to waste less time in general. Because once you have that sort of frame of thinking that, oh, I'm on campus and I don't want to waste time, and I think that's like really beneficial because you wake up 7:45, but if you're like all tired and you take naps and you're just wasting time, then there's no point. It's best you just wake up at 10 or whatever.
The discipline is important. You can't be looking at memes like for for like the whole day and be like, oh shoot, I have like 12 lectures to watch in like 10 minutes, like at the end of the day.
Personally, so. I hope that campus does open up and I can go back, because I do enjoy Shaz on campus. Shaz, again, if you haven't seen the last episode, we'll mention Shaz a lot. That'll be our channel. Is a really popular food truck on the UC Davis campus. I really love the food. So does my co-host here.
I think that's our go-to when we're like, oh shoot, like what are we supposed to talk about now? It's like, oh, just go back to Shaz.
Go back to Shaz, man.
Yeah. A good old topic that everybody enjoys. Yeah. No, I mean, we all hope that like the situation gets better and everything can go back to normal. But I think for this quarter, like even if the situation gets better within the quarter, I think that they already said, right, that like this quarter will, because I can't imagine them like switching everything like right in the middle of the quarter for people who are like, like international or something like that.
Yeah, they're back home. No, I agree with you.
So I don't think that anything can happen this quarter, but if we're looking at the summer sessions or fall quarter, hopefully definitely by fall quarter everything's settled. Summer session, I guess, is still up in here. So let's see.
Do you think, okay, so you've started gone, do you have any more tips to go over?
I didn't make a list, I should have, but if something comes, like I guess this is more like a quarantine thing than just about like working from home. It's like you gotta stay active somehow, man. Otherwise your weight will go out of control, I'm telling you. You gotta. So yeah, I guess that's not as specific to.
Yeah, I remember like I tried like biking like a couple of days ago, and like I had like zero stamina. It's getting better now, but that was like pretty weird for me.
Yeah.
I was dying.
Like I've been trying to like over break, like I was like exercising at home and stuff, but like as soon as school started, now I'm like, oh shoot, like I gotta do this and I gotta do that. But I still like make sure to make time for it within your day. You don't want to, become unhealthy because of all this. Okay, yeah. Anyways, what were you gonna say? Tips.
I think another tip before we go on to so I'm gonna go over one more tip, and next we're just gonna sort of end it off on like what the ramifications are for the future of like education and higher learning technologies. So the tip, but first I digress. Let's go back to the tip. The tip is. I feel this is good for me, but and I feel like this is a fact. Like my professor, gave like a link to some article that said that actually writing down physical notes was a lot more beneficial and like a lot more effective than doing online notes.
That's
keep notebooks. I know it's hard for people to go outside and go and buy stuff from Target, but like I think you can make an exception because I feel this is important.
I agree. Actually, one of my professors was saying the same thing. He was talking about how like our mind can't like keep up with can't process the information that we're typing because we type so fast compared to writing. And when you're writing it, you get more time to actually process what you're doing and have like the better understanding of it. And that's something I've personally experienced for sure. It is definitely a convenience, I won't lie, to type up everything, but if you have the facilities and the ability to, then I think at least, especially for like lecture notes, like when you're watching the video of the professor teaching, you should definitely be writing it. Reading from a textbook, maybe I'd say depends on the subject, but definitely for lectures, I would highly recommend that you write up the notes.
So let's go into like the future ramifications. I feel, this is a gut feeling, but I think colleges will, I think this is a fact, that colleges will offer more online classes now, because they can justify, people are used to the concept of online classes.
Yeah, I think a lot depends on how all of this goes, but I mean, it was inevitable that like eventually like colleges are going to be offering more online classes. It was just a matter of when it was going to happen, and like all this I think kind of serves as like a catalyst, and like if we were walking towards that end, we're running towards it now. So I don't know exactly when it's going to happen or how long.
I would really like it, this is a personal preference, if they made all summer sessions online. I mean, that would be like epic.
That's actually a really good idea because like otherwise if it's not online then people have to stay like wherever they go to college and they're away from home, but like somewhere is like a good time to like actually go back and spend time with your family and take classes because it's important to take classes over summer as well. I feel like, you know, it helps staying on top of the game.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to like graduate early.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by staying on top of the game. You know, like instead of just like I guess like wasting time.
Yeah, definitely. I guess we can end it here. Thank you everyone for listening, and we hope you stay healthy and safe.
Yeah. Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.